Hey everybody, it's Adam. I'm doing a follow-up video on the citations video that I posted last week, I believe it was. So I've had a couple of people ask me, after I've gone through and I've done some citations, what do I want to do next? So with Google, they want to see a diverse backlink profile, so you don't want to just do citations, you want to throw in a couple of other things. So I'm just going to briefly go over, some other things that you're going to want to get in order to increase your ranking. So kind of building off of that, there's two different rankings that you really want to go after. And for an example, I put in plumbing in Miami, Florida. So what you're looking at is you're going to scroll down. You always see these. These are the Google My Business listings. And then down under here are your actual website listing, or your, just your website. So you have to rank both of these individually. As one ranks higher, usually the other one will kind of follow suit and rank with it. But you also need to specifically focus on each one. There was a study done. There's some ridiculous number. It's like in the mid 70% of people, when they're looking for a business, they won't even scroll down and look at the websites down here. They'll look at these top three, find the one that has usually the most reviews or the best reviews, and then they'll go with that one. It's mostly because as time goes by, people are getting to where they are, more lazy. They want stuff curated to them. They want just they want things spoon-fed to them. So instead of having to go through and look at people's websites and read over them and, do research, they just want whatever's quickest and easiest. So if you're in the top three right here, you're going to get a majority of the business for, whatever industry you're in that people are looking for. So you definitely want to get in the top three here. And then you also want to get your website probably in the top three positions. Just for the people that do look past these listings. So citations, the video that I did last time, citations help rank these up. They will also help rank your website a little bit because there is usually a link inside of a citation that points to your website. So it'll help your Google business listing and it'll also help your website, but you don't want just citations. So after you've gone through and you've got some citations built out and you're kind of wondering, what you need to do after that, the next thing that I would recommend is to go through and get what's called a My Map created. This is essentially a custom built map on Google for basically giving people directions to your business or to some specific location. So this service right here is what I would recommend for doing this. You can manually build these, but they take hours upon hours to build, and it's a really big pain in the butt, and usually something I don't want to waste my time on when there's other things I could be doing. So if you look over here, this guy's not, prices are pretty decent. He does good work. I usually have him do my maps whenever I'm doing these, and he does really awesome work. So get with him, order whichever one of these services you want. There's different tiers to it. So like basic is obviously going to have, less to it. And then the higher up you go, the stronger the map's going to be. So once you order this service, he gets done. He builds the map for you. He's going to give you a report that's going to have a link to this map in it. Once you get that link, you want to come over and you want to look at this service. This is a map embed service on a Web 2.0. So a Web 2.0 is essentially another platform that you can go to where you can kind of make your own website on that platform. They're usually not the best looking websites, but a lot of people will use them for blogging or fan fiction or whatever else. But for the purpose of this guy will create a niche relevant Web 2.0 property. And down here you see it's got map and video embeds. You don't have to do the video also. You can just give him the link to the map that you got created right here. and he'll go through and create a Web 2.0 property and put that map on that Web 2.0 property. So what this does is it creates a link to the map, which in turn has a link to your Google business listing and to your website, which is going to increase the rank of your Google business listing and of your website. So map done, get the link to the map, come over here to this guy, give him all the information that he needs, give him the link to that map, he'll embed it on those Web 2.0 properties, and that'll help increase the ranking for those. After you get done doing those, you want to go through and get a niche relevant Web 2.0 backlink. This is essentially the same thing that this guy is doing, the Web 2.0, but these guys aren't going to be embedding your map on there. They're just going to be doing something relevant to our industry, and then they're going to be putting a link to your website on that. So there are very general Web 2.0 backlinks that aren't necessarily industry specific. Even though they're not industry specific, you still want them. And this is a service that I would recommend for that. They go through and they build out 400 of them. That should help your website rank higher. It may not do as much for your Google business listing, but it will help your website rank higher. Then on top of that, you're also going to want to do niche relevant Web 2.0s. These are Web 2.0s that are specific to the industry. So it would probably be, pressure washing or fence washing, soft washing, something similar or related to the pressure washing industry. And that's going to be this service. It's the same guy that does these, but he offers niche relevant and general Web 2.0 backlinks. So I would recommend getting both of them. So if you look at this, you've got, let's see. So these guys are kind of the best value. They do good quality work and they're fairly inexpensive. So these ones that are niche relevant, this one's 15. Then you've got this one that are non-niche relevant, that's also 15. Got this guy that does the map embeds. This is the more expensive one, but it's definitely worth it. You get good results off of doing this service. So, and then he's also got your basic, standard, and the premium service for it. So, the higher up you go, the more powerful the service is going to be. We'll just kind of take the middle one, so we'll say 99. I mean, feel free to do the basic or do the premium one, whichever one you feel you want to do at the time that you're doing them. And then you've got the actual map that you're going to be getting created. So even if we do the top one, I mean, that's $45 there. So I mean, $174 is what you'd be spending doing all of those services, and you're going to be getting something that is going to increase your website ranking and your Google business ranking. So $174 for that really isn't bad. Excuse me, sorry. So $174 for that really isn't bad. And after the services get done, Google does take a few weeks to actually calculate stuff that you've done. So don't expect to immediately see results off of these. You're going to want to wait 3 weeks, sometimes even a month, to see the results from them, but they will get you results. These are services that you can then go through and kind of recycle. So after you do them the first time, wait to see what kind of results you get. After about a month, that should show you what the results are going to be from it. And then go back through and reorder all of them a second time in that same order. So get a second map created, go back over to this guy, have him embed that new map on a Web 2.0 property. Go back over to this guy, get your 400 Web 2.0 backlinks that are not niche relevant sent to your website, and then go over and get the niche relevant Web 2.0 backlinks sent to your site. and just kind of keep ordering those over and over and over. Keep an eye on your rank, and as long as you are still seeing an increase in rank, I would continue reordering these until you get to that rank that you want. One last thing that I'm going to recommend that you are going to want is what's called a curated backlink. That is a hyper relevant backlink for a specific industry. In addition to that, the backlink itself will be relevant to your industry, and then if you were to actually look at the backlinks to that backlink, those are also going to be relevant. So it's just this like really relevant link that goes to your site. I don't really have any services on Legiit that I would recommend for that. I haven't really looked either, but it's mainly because I've got a guy that I use for those. He does really good work. His prices are pretty good, and he's very easy to deal with. He's on Skype though, so if you do want to get a hold of him, you'll need to create a Skype account, or if you've already got one, perfect. I'll be reaching out to him and see if it's okay for me to, link his contact info in the video description of this video. If so, I'll go ahead and I'll post it. His screen name on there, or the name that his business goes by, is Serpwolf, but I will get the actual contact information for him and link it in the description. I'll also be going through and I'll be posting a link to all these services in the description, and I'll post them in the order that you should do them in. I believe that covers it. I just wanted to kind of give you guys some next steps that you can follow for this. If you do have any questions, drop a comment in the, down in the comment section, or reach out to me on Facebook. I'm in the Pressure Washing Friends Facebook group, the Pressure Washing Pros and Newbies group. I'm in a few others, but yeah, if you can't find me, just look for Adam Estabrook and shoot me a message. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. Thanks.